So I lock up a little bit of currency for less than a year and generate 5% APY on it. Now, a mistake that I had made was that make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. And every month they have a promo going on. This month's promo is if you refer 6 friends by the end of the month, Webull's going to give you $1,000 cash to invest however you want. And if you only refer 1 friend, you're still going to get 20. 2 friends, you're going to get 40. 3 friends, you're going to get 60. 4 friends, you're going to get 100. 5 friends, you're going to get 300. And 6 friends, you're going to get 480 for a grand total of $1,000. Webull link in the description. CD stands for Certificate of Deposit. And what the account is, essentially, in simple terms, it's a way of locking up a specific amount of cash for a specific amount of time with a guaranteed specific amount of interest. So a lot of people will take thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and they will park it in a CD account for a couple of years for, I don't know, 3%, 4%, whatever. That way, it could be a little bit better than a savings account where interest rates fluctuate. They go up and down depending on what the economy is doing. A CD account guarantees a very specific APY, a very specific interest rate. But the CD account that I went with, and I caught this on the last day that they were offering it. I remember I was laying down. I was like, man, I got to get up for work at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was laying down, and for some strange reason, it popped up into my head. I was like, hey, remember somebody mentioned a CD account one time? And I had looked into it in the past, and I understood what it was, but it just out of curiosity, I was like, I wonder who's offering, a solid, CD account at this time. So I looked into it, and the same bank that I use for a savings account has a variety of different CD accounts you can go with. Well, it's pretty much the same CD account, but different lengths of time to lock up your cash for with different, APYs that you can choose from. And you just figure out what makes the most sense for you. Like I said, a lot of people will go with one. It's like an 18-month or a 24-month or a 36-month. You can lock it up for like several years if that's what you want to do. Like 3, 4, 5, 6 years, I believe. The one I went with, because I looked into it, I looked it up that night, and I caught it on the very last day, was an 11-month account, an 11-month run, 5% APY. I had never heard of one with such a high interest rate before. And with everything going on these last couple of months, with rates being as high as they were, and with me only having 1 day left, I figured, you know what? It can't hurt. Worst case scenario, this particular account is only for 11 months. So I lock up a little bit of currency for less than a year and generate 5% APY on it. Now, a mistake that I had made was that I was under the impression that all CD accounts you can make more contributions to other than the initial deposit, because some CD accounts you can. I was under the impression that all CD accounts you were able to do this. And this particular CD account, I don't have that option. So I didn't put the largest amount of currency in as my initial deposit. And hindsight's 2020, I wish that I realized that ahead of time, because I would have put more in. Only 11 months. Wouldn't have hurt me that bad to lock up a larger amount of currency for 11 months, but it is what it is. That's one mistake that I made. I was under the impression that you know, kind of like a savings account, you could add more, you just couldn't take it out without a penalty. But no, the CD account that I use, locked up for 11 months. You can withdraw it early for a penalty, so it's not, you know, it's not like you have absolutely no access to it. But the agreement to lock it up for 11 months, 5% APY. And I caught this on the last day, so I hopped on the opportunity. Now, what I prefer to do with my currency is I like to funnel it into my Roth IRA. I make a weekly contribution every single week. As soon as it's payday, I make a contribution to my Roth IRA, a tax-advantaged retirement account. And I also make a weekly contribution to my regular dividend income investing account. The S&P has an average annual rate of return of 8% adjusted for inflation. So without factoring in inflation on a typical year, it's closer to 10%, 10, maybe 11%. But if you factor in inflation, 8%. With a dividend yield of roughly 1.5%. So you're growing by 8% a year on average and being paid 1.5%, which is very similar to, you know, interest income, but in this case it'd be dividend income. It's lower than what my savings account, which is 4%, and my CD account, which is 5%, is paying me, but it's also growing by an average of 8% a year adjusted for inflation. Not bad. I like that a whole lot better than interest income. I like that a whole lot better than savings accounts and CD accounts. But the reason I opened up a CD account was just simply to diversify. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see what it was all about. I wanted to be able to make a video like this and explain what a CD account is and why I opened up one and how my experience has been so far. So I opened up mine in March. Here we are about 3 months later. I've generated a little bit. Like I said, my initial deposit was not nearly as much as it could have been or should have been. Like I said, I was under the impression that I could make I could just keep on contributing to it. I just couldn't take away from it. But no, it's locked in there, and your initial deposit is the only deposit for my particular CD account. That is, some allow you to keep adding more. Oh, but by the way, if and when I choose to roll into a new CD, new term, new everything, you can add more funds at that point. I think that's where my mix-up was. I knew that you could add more. I just didn't realize that I had to wait until the maturity date and roll into a new account. Then, let's just say your initial deposit was $100. You gotta wait, 11 months or however long the term is. You hit that maturity date, you can roll over your initial $100 plus the interest it generated plus any other dollar amount that you have access to into a new CD account with a new term and probably a new APY. So that's what I'm going to do. I believe that's what I'm going to do. Make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel energy formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. Over 50 different flavors to choose from. This one is snow cone, perfect for the summer. It's absolutely delicious. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. Even as little as a penny will get you your up to 12 free fractional shares. It still works, it still counts, I know, because that's what I did. And every month they have a promo going on. This month's promo is if you refer 6 friends by the end of the month, Webull's going to give you $1,000 cash to invest however you want. And if you only refer 1 friend, you're still going to get 20. 2 friends, you're going to get 40. 3 friends, you're going to get 60. 4 friends, you're going to get 100. 5 friends, you're going to get 300. And 6 friends, you're going to get 480 for a grand total of $1,000. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. You only have about half a month left to do this. Webull link in the description. Everything is linked in the description. Don't pass up on an opportunity.